The first case of coronavirus has been confirmed in Catalonia. The patient is a 36-year-old Italian woman who had travelled between the Bergamo and Milan area.
Last night saw the first coronavirus-related death in Catalonia, an 87-year-old woman with pre-existing conditions.
1.8 million students and around 100,000 teachers all across Catalonia are finding themselves not in class today. Elsewhere in Igualada, after a new cluster of coronavirus cases were discovered on Wednesday evening, 4 towns have been put on complete lockdown. Spanish President Pedro Sánchez has officially announced a state of alarm in all territories across Spain this evening.
Up to 1 million people in Catalonia are returning to work today. This follows 2 weeks of an extremely tight lockdown that saw only essential workers able to travel to work.
So after 7 weeks of strict lockdown measures in Catalonia, people are once again allowed out onto the street today to go for walks, practice some exercise and enjoy some fresh air. People are out enjoying Barcelona's beaches for the first time since March, on this beautiful day with the sun out shining. Now, the City Council just opened up the beaches for the public to use just yesterday. I'm in the beach town of Torredembarra in the Tarragona Health region, which today enters phase 3 of the lockdown de-escalation plan, the final stage before the new normality.
And I'm in Barcelona, which as of today is in phase 2. They had to spend 2 weeks in quarantine, which is no longer the case because the Schengen area borders have been lifted, except for with Portugal, which will lift its restrictions in about a week and a half. There are very few passengers here in Barcelona. Today's a very important day for Catalonia's 1.5 million students, as it is the first day of schools reopening after 6 months of closures due to the health crisis back in March.
All bars and restaurants have been forced to completely close. But altogether, the activity in this area in particular, where we have been this morning, has been completely reduced.
Tonight is actually the second night with a curfew in place from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., but it is the first night that police will begin fining people who do not comply with this measure. Here at Plaza Sant Jaume, in front of the Catalan government headquarters and the Barcelona Council, there's been yet another protest against COVID-19 restrictions. After over 9 months of pandemic-related disruption, Josefa Pérez, an 89-year-old resident at this nursing home here in L'Hospitalet de Llobregat, Feixa Llarga, has become the first person in Catalonia to receive the first dose of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine.
Voting is underway in the Catalan 2021 election. An election like no other because, of course, it's taken place in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic.